Matt Peiken here with the Wake Up Podcast, and I have a confession to make. I don't live in your city. I produce this newscast from all the credible sources of journalism and the reporters who make up your local media landscape. I try to get the names of people and places right, but once in a while I'll mispronounce something. So I want you to set me straight so I don't repeat the mistake. If you hear anything amiss or just want to send feedback on the show, email me at editor@wakeupthenews.org. All right, on with the news. Wake up, Pittsburgh. I'm Matt Peiken. Thanks so much for making it to the halfway point of this week. Here's your local newscast for Wednesday, March 11th. More homeowners in Allegheny County are appealing their property assessments, but a member of the county's Board of Property Assessment Appeals and Review says a key official often isn't at the hearings. Board member Mike Sooley says county assessors used to attend regularly, but that's changed in recent administrations. He says state law requires assessors at hearings, but the county disputes that interpretation. Sooley argues their absence can leave property errors uncorrected and could cost both homeowners and the county money. The county cites staffing shortages and says it's reviewing the legal question. Read more about this at KDKA. PennDOT is launching another major phase of its $500 million overhaul of the Parkway East, adding to two other active projects between the Squirrel Hill Tunnel and Monroeville. Traffic on South Braddock Avenue is now reduced to one lane in each direction during off-peak hours through late May, as crews repair bridges and ramps. The $100 million contract includes preserving 20 bridges and rebuilding roadway connections. About 125,000 drivers use that stretch each day. Additional projects and a future traffic management plan are also in the works. Read more about this in the Post-Gazette. Arnold Palmer Regional Airport could be closer to landing another airline. Westmoreland County Airport Authority Executive Director Gabe Monzo says he expects to hear within a month about a possible service offer beyond Spirit Airlines. Spirit has flown more than 1 million passengers through the airport since 2011, but recent bankruptcies and cutbacks mean its route to Orlando ends April 15th, likely leaving only seasonal Myrtle Beach flights. Monzo says losing Orlando service sparked interest in attracting a new airline. The authority is also raising landing fees for smaller aircraft to help cover operating costs. Read more about this in the Business Times. The Mount Lebanon School Board is considering a resolution that could allow staff furloughs for the 2026-27 school year as the district faces a possible $4.2 million deficit. Leaders stress the measure is a required fail-safe and wouldn't immediately cut jobs. Superintendent Melissa Fries says furloughs would only happen if other steps, like cost reductions and attrition, don't close the gap. The district projects nearly $127 million in revenue and $131 million in expenses, with most costs tied to salaries and benefits. The board votes next week. Read more about this in the Post-Gazette. At the University of Pittsburgh, sophomore Luke Johnson says discussions often fall flat, with fewer students completing assigned reading. Professors say more students are turning to AI tools to draft papers and summarize texts, raising concerns about critical thinking. Sociology instructor Hilary Lazar now holds AI confessionals so students can reflect on how they use the technology. Religious studies professor Brock Baylor offers AI for critique, but not for writing, saying, quote, "You learn what you think about the world as you write." You can read more about this at Public Source. Our free newsletter is a quick local news digest, essentially this newscast in written form. Subscribe at wakeuppit, that's pit.transistor.fm. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at wakeuppit, and please share this podcast with your friends who care about this city. I'm Matt Peiken. Thanks so much for starting your weekdays with Wake Up Pittsburgh.